Hey there, this is Kim. Welcome back to Fablescent. So I wanted to make another quick video for this week because I made this video last week, but it just kept getting interrupted and then my phone died and just the flow was like really terrible. So I just wanted to make it again today and hopefully everything goes well. Anyway, so I just wanted to make a quick video about like how you could cope with how you could kind of process your emotions and allowing your emotions to come out and releasing some of the bad vibes and negative sentiments in your system. And I found one very simple strategy, which is to talk. Oh dear, battery low, only 15% left. Which is to talk to yourself, especially before you go to bed. And it has a lot of benefits. It sounds really wonky and funny, but verbalizing your emotions, verbalizing especially your fears and anxieties, like negative emotions and sentiments and stuff, it really helps you put a shape to it. Like when fear and anxiety, like when you're just trying to push it down, when you're just kind of mulling it over in your head, it's abstract concept that's just swimming in your subconscious. It gets into you, like it gets everywhere. It goes into your veins and passes through your heart. It just seeps through your entire being and it just cripples you. But when you verbalize it, when you literally just say, even just clearly in your head, but I prefer saying it out loud because you're giving it a voice. Like literally, you're transforming it into sounds and you're releasing them into air. When you just say, I'm afraid that my cat, would get hurt in this way. And you would just keep going. You would just voice your fears. You would just keep going. You would verbalize what you're feeling. And I find that that's really been helping me coping with my anxieties, especially with my pet, with my cat, Professor. It's just I just recently have all these irrational fears and anxieties about how he could get hurt or how he could get lost, how he could just like go through all these shitty things and they don't make sense at all because he's in a very safe environment. He's an indoor cat and it's just like some of the things I dream up, it's really ridiculous. And then I find that the more I try to push it down, the more I say to myself, it's just your imagination talking, Kim. Just stop thinking about it. I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So what I ended up doing was one night before I went to bed, I just said everything out loud. I just listed everything that was making me afraid. And I actually burst into tears because it was just such a nice release of all the stupid things that was just swimming in my system that was kind of becoming a big whirlpool of just downward spiral that was dragging me down. I had such gravity and weight. But when I said it out loud, when everything just came out, it became sounds, became air. They're just gone. It's kind of like you're releasing like the pressure or something. It's like you're letting open the pressure valve. You're just letting it out steam. And once you do that, you realize there's really just steam. They're really just puffs of air, and you can let them go. So obviously sometimes when you're just saying things out loud wouldn't necessarily solve your problem, so it depends on the situation. But in terms of processing your emotions and coping with bad feelings and bad vibes, verbalizing it out loud because it is a great way to get rid of it. Because sometimes, you're busy, you don't have time to journal, you don't have time to talk to somebody to let it out that way. You don't have someone to hold space for you, but you can hold space for yourself by literally just saying things out loud, and it really helps you get rid of all the bad vibes. So just a quick strategy that I discovered. It seems like a really obvious thing, but I've personally been putting it to good use. Just before I go to bed, I would just talk to myself. I would just talk to myself. I would just tell myself like, okay, what happened today, how I felt. Even if it's like a ghostly memory from like 10 years ago, some memories have the power of just, anchoring deep down into the beds of your shadow, and they just have like this strong determination to stay there. And some memories have that kind of power because it's probably like a really big thing for you. And sometimes when those sort of snippets of it just come insinuating into making its way to your consciousness, just saying those things out loud would kind of start to pull. It's like you're pulling out like a poison sting, like you're slowly pulling it out. So even if it's like a really deep memory, a really painful memory, something that's just insidious that's swimming in your system, verbalizing it helps releasing it, like helps to release it. So yeah, so talk to yourself when you don't have time to journal, when you don't have time to talk to people, just talk to yourself when you're in a room, and even just murmur when you're like on the bus or something. And or just stating it clearly in your head if you're in a place where you can't really be talking to yourself because it's kind of weird. But yeah, talking to yourself before you sleep is actually very, very productive, because when everything is quiet, the voices in your head become louder. They don't have the backdrop to drown it out, right? So before you sleep, just take 5 minutes, say everything out loud, release it, say a good prayer, pray to your spirit guides, get rid of it, get out of your system, and keep on going with your day. And yeah, that's it. Very, very quick video. So until next time, keep calm and carry on. Keep calm and carry on. Talk to yourself.